Thank you.
Yeah.
And can I use the bathroom open? Where would it be?
Right in the corner there.
Okay.
If you have a watch, then put that. Try that. See, does it say happening now? Can you go up and, just go under view to, reload page, do you want that or not? No, you should totally be able to do it. I'm gonna send you, what's your email? Are you taking pictures?
We're live right now.
Huh?
We're live right now.
Oh,
So we're going to do a little video
Same area. Yeah. And then.
I'm Wanda Strukas. I'm the executive director here, and welcome to our Winter Juried Show Part 2. So glad you could be here to join us on Facebook Live. The gallery opens to the public tomorrow, so you can also come down and you can see the show online. But without further ado, I want to introduce you to our wonderful juror, Jennifer Jean Okamura.
Hi, everyone.
And she will take us through a little tour. Thanks, Jennifer.
Thank you. So hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be showing you this, this beautiful, memorable show. And I really wanted just special thanks to Wanda, to Madeline, and then also to Susan Spellman, Rosalie Chichias, for really putting this beautifully hung show together and kind of making the vision and what I saw on the computer kind of come to life. And so when you get a chance, definitely come and see the show. You have to see it in person. So just a little bit as we get started here, we're going to first actually start off with Rosalie's piece. So this beautiful piece that's right over here. I have to say, like when I saw it online, it doesn't capture the textures that you can actually see in person here. It's just truly stunning. And with this piece, it's called Take Me to Church. It's a bold and textural piece. And basically when I saw this piece, I thought of it as like a blessing and a cure and kind of a curse. It's beautifully textural and it's very haunting. And it had me standing in front of it in awe. It embodies the song of composer Burns, Andrew, and Take Me to Church. And this came out actually in 2014. And it really kind of symbolizes, it takes you back to going back to bringing back humanity and bringing something natural and worthwhile through the act of love. So it's kind of has the church in the background here, but it definitely really represents humanity, and it's just a great piece, the colors and everything. And this is my favorite part, actually right here. Thank you, Madeline. And Rosalie has two pieces in the show, Chichia, and it's just really great pieces. So, and now we're actually going to go to, we're going to head over to the Best of Oil. It's right here, which is actually right next to it. So Adrienne Silversmith is the artist, and this piece is La Barra de Fuego, and it's really just a great piece. With this oil right here, the vibrancy and the passion, that beautiful moonlight that's coming onto the piece, it's just stunning. It attracts the viewer in with the silk shawl that's right here, and kind of the modest movements of the colors. It's just hyper femininity. It's just really shown in this piece. It's great. And just having the contrast of both of them together, just is really, it's beautiful. So next, as we kind of walk around, we're going to go to Best in Drawing. So Best in Drawing is actually this really sweet piece over here by Susan Spellman. And it's a homage to the life well lived. And when I saw this piece, it's just kind of like a precious gift, that thought. It's a reflection, the afterglow piece, and the soft lines kind of represent hope. And it really is like a complete with strength and grace that's really shines through in this drawing. And it also kind of gives you a sense of, since it's during the winter time, that there's a brighter and better place that awaits us in the spring. So. Just a really, really great piece. And the one above is really wonderful too, the artist's mother. And then from there, we're actually gonna go over to the Best Pastel. And this is done by Susan Ellis. This really great piece that's right above here. And it's called Momentary Pause. And this piece has a beautiful and rhythmic way about it. A brief gap between life and its unanswered questions. The back exposed, the beautiful back exposed right here. Really gives you kind of that sense in the forgotten time, discovered accidentally but greatly welcomed and much needed. So it's just a really beautiful piece, and kind of, you feel like you're there. You feel like that fisherman. And her application is just beautiful. And then next we're going to go to Best in Watercolor, which is right here. It's this really sweet piece by Chris Bourbon. And when I saw this piece, you know, it has nothing to do with size, but it just, like, you walk in and it just, your eye goes directly to this piece. And it's called Refuge Entrance. And this piece captures a time that can be frozen, that memorable moment of a beautiful snowy morning, and forever live beyond what exists in the day. The foreground, this beautiful foreground right here, reflects that moment, and it's really kind of like a reflection, a record of hope and peace. So it's a great piece. And I kept staring at it. I walked away from it, and then every time I kept walking back into this room, I just was drawn to it. So, and as we continue on, we're going to go to actually the Best in Fine Craft. And this is a piece right over here. And while there's a lot of great crafts in the show, this piece really kind of by Joan Smith is called Distant Sky. And it's sterling silver, it's hollow formed ring. And the craftsmanship is just exquisite with the twinkle in the top, right. And it creates just a sense of your own sky. And you're far away in your kind of safe place. So I can just imagine, like, as much as you want to just put it on, you can kind of like, it kind of takes you away for that moment. And it's really just a great piece. And it has the little, and you can see it from both sides. It's just really great. Really beautiful though. Don't you want to wear it? Come on. Who doesn't want to wear that? And the next we're going to actually go to, and I have to say too, like, I have really the deepest admiration for all the artists who submitted in this show, because it was really hard. There was quite a few, there's a lot of submissions and a lot of choices, and I kind of wish that everyone could be in the show, but the best in show is actually this piece right here by Robin Marnell, and it's called The Gift. It's a stunning drawing. And the reason this piece is the best in show is because it's our hope for 2021. And it just reflects, you see the beautiful feather that's in the middle that the girl is holding. And feathers unlock healing, cleansing, and awakening, and the teaching within us. It can clear the negative energy from 2020 out of us and bring the positivity to our lives for the future. As creatives, we need this visual imagery for moving forward, sorry, and not forgetting the past. And this haunting youth, this beautiful young woman, really kind of captures it. It's all the beauty that is called life and love and art. And when I saw this piece, I was just so drawn to it. I mean, it's very haunting, it's very beautiful, but then it's so hopeful. And then you see her eyes, like you see one eye just so vivid and beautiful, and one that's just hidden. And that eye that's hidden, kind of, you know that she's seen it all. So it's kind of it's a great piece. And then we have the other piece that's right here is Best in Cultural Commentary, the one right below. And this one is called, by the artist Timothy Neal, and it's called The Weight. And this piece is really, like when I saw this piece, I was so drawn to it. Not only just by the draftsmanship, but also by the weight and pain of life. This exquisitely drawn and painted highlights of society's flaws and hopefully prevents us from continuing those flaws. And the weight spreads throughout kind of the mind and body. like the leaf kind of represents for me like the mind and body. And basically the brick kind of hovers above our heads, crushing us with the heaviness of heartbreak, death, loss of creativity, and social injustice. The feather I feel is our day in and day out of balance, the weight that we carry. And I kind of wanted to sum up with, and what I wanted to sum up with the show, and it's kind of my statement for the show too, is, you know, first of all, I'm so deeply honored to be the juror of this winter show, part 2. And it runs between February 26th and March 27th. So you have plenty of time to come and see this beautiful show. And you know, NAA has always been like kind of a force of nature. It's a master of dark and light, and everything in between. And this really sums up the kind of what the show's about. It synchronizes cultures, the living now experiences, and it creates the strength, the vision, and kind of beauty that we really need. NAA, and it's something that, you know, during this time, we really need this social connection, as well, and the well-being for creatives. We need this safe place. We need this welcoming place, and to share our narratives of resilience, healing, solidarity, and freedom. And this year, so I'm getting emotional. You know, when I did the show, like I went through a lot of different emotions when I was doing it. So, and it really kind of represents for me hope, and that's kind of why the piece, the Best in Show, really kind of represents the feather and that hope. It's the frailness of our emotions. It's the warm and the guiding memories that's in our heads, and the damages that are left in our hearts. And ultimately, it's the optimistic outlook that we have for just not as creatives, but also for NAA. So join me in celebrating, enjoying, and purchasing these beauties. So they're all for sale. And if you guys have any questions, Wanda is here, Madeline is behind, and definitely enjoy, you guys. So come and see the show, and let us know what you think of the show.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know what your favorite piece is. See if you agree. Bye.